The pyramid shown has an equilateral triangle as its base. Find the volume of the pyramid correct to 3 significant figures. So let's start by considering the base, which we know is an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle means all the lengths are 8 centimeters. We need the area of this base, so we're going to need the vertical height here. This length is also 8 centimeters. Consider this half of the triangle. This is a right-angled triangle. The base will be half of 8, which is 4, and this side is 8 centimeters. We want to find this length, which I'll call x, and we can do this using Pythagoras' theorem. A is always the hypotenuse, and B and C the shorter sides. Pythagoras' theorem says that a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. So here we have that 8 squared is equal to x squared plus 4 squared. Rearranging, x squared plus 4 squared is equal to 8 squared. If two things are equal, it doesn't matter which side we write them. And then subtract 4 squared from both sides. So x squared is going to be 64, take away 16, which is 48. So x is the square root of 48. I don't actually need to work this out at this stage, but if I do work it out, since I'm supposed to give a final answer to 3 significant figures, I'll store more than 3 significant figures. Remember, we can now work out the area of the base. It's 1/2 times 8 times the height of the triangle, which we just calculated. Calculating this gives me 27.713, storing my answer to 5 significant figures. I'm supposed to give a final answer to 3 significant figures. That means I should store a minimum of 4 significant figures for intermediate calculations. I'm storing 5 just to be on the safe side. We now know that the volume is 1/3 times the base area times the height. So that's 1/3 times our 27.713, which we can type into the calculator like that, or since it was the last calculation done, we could use the answer button, times the height, which we're told is 10. Calculating this gives us 92.376 and so on, which is 92.4 centimeters cubed, correct to the 3 significant figures required.